It's time now for Legally Still local news. In the news, all Wayne County schools open today as schools resume normal operations for all students and staff members. Schools were closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday due to the bad weather. Everything back to the normal schedule today. Also, all county offices are open as well. Fatal accident occurred Sunday in Appleton County. WIFO-FM has been in contact with Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, who confirms that Chris Smith of Jesup has lost his life in that accident. His wife, Courtney Smith, had to be airlifted to a Savannah hospital from the scene of the accident. Last report we received last night is that she's listed in stable condition. Sheriff states that Smith was driving a side-by-side with his wife when an SUV ran into the back of the side-by-side, sending it off into the woods, and the SUV also crashed into the woods. Mr. Smith was pronounced dead at the scene. Courtney was flown to the hospital from this scene of the accident. The driver of the SUV was transported to the emergency room in Appleton County. The sheriff says there should be a full press release later today, but this accident occurred Sunday afternoon near the Wayne-Appleton County line. Once again, Chris Smith of Jesup lost his life in the accident. His wife, Courtney, currently in the Savannah hospital. We'll have more details once we receive the press release from the Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton. Another death in Jesup, a deceased body located in an upstairs bedroom. A fire which occurred Friday at 204 North Palm Street. The residents experienced a structure fire. Both the fire chief and police chief notified, and both were at the scene on Friday. State Fire Marshal's office has been called in to investigate the cause of the fire. The name of the deceased has not been released. Police and fire chief both asking if anyone has information regarding the fire to contact the Jesup PD at 912-427-1300 or the State Fire Marshal's office at 470-572-5722. An early morning Saturday fire has damaged a home on New Hope Road, address 900 block of New Hope Road. Fire occurred around 5 a.m. Saturday morning. Units from Madras Springs Fire Department and Rescue and Jesup Fire and Rescue arrived on the scene and encountered heavy smoke and flames coming from the garage and roof of the home. Firefighters took about 20 minutes to extinguish the fire. One person who lived at the home was able to make it out safely. Odom Scriven, along with other Wayne County volunteers, responded to the fire in addition to the Wayne County EMS and the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. And the cause of the fire is under investigation. There were no injuries reported at the fire. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Other news, Georgia Department of Agriculture has now seized 136 neglected dogs from property in Pierce County. The department worked with rescue organizations to foster the seized animals as quickly as possible. The investigation began based on a tip regarding alleged animal abuse at a local kennel in Pierce County. Inspectors state they inspected the property earlier this week. During that inspection, investigators found violations of the department's rules and regulations, as well as state law providing probable cause to obtain and execute a search warrant on the property. Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper released a statement about the operation. It reads, quote, "I'm incredibly proud of the work our law enforcement team did to remove these dogs and address the situation. Our law enforcement division is working every day to send a clear message to crime in Georgia's agricultural area, from animal abuse to drug and labor and trafficking, and everything in between will not be tolerated. Our teams will continue to build on the partnership we have and the work we have done with the Georgia Statewide Animal Crimes Prosecutor to ensure that those who commit crimes in the agriculture sector are held accountable." According to this report, the dogs had teeth rotting out of their jaws, open sores on their paws, dogs found in small pens with no shelter, food, or cover. Coastal Pet Rescue saved many of the dogs by taking them until they find homes. The Department of Agriculture has yet to release who was arrested for running the operation and which specific charges those arrested will face. In Glenn County, that jury selection process continues this week in the case against former DA Jackie Johnson. She's facing trial on 2 charges against her, one count of violation of oath of office, the other charge obstruction of a police officer. The indictments filed from the Georgia Attorney General's office. Lead prosecutor from Chris Carr's office is John Fowler. Johnson is being represented by Atlanta criminal defense attorney Brian Steele. Weather also delayed these proceedings, but the jury process continues today. They're hoping to start the trial someday this week. Several jurors released after telling Judge Turner that they felt Johnson was guilty based on news reports they read. Others have been excused as they stated in court that they believe Johnson is innocent, and because she was investigating the Glenn County Police Department, that she's being set up. One potential juror stated in court that it smells like a witch hunt. I feel like she acted on information from trusted people. Again, all those expressing opinions before any evidence has been presented are being excused from the potential jury pool. Judge says he's not attempted to achieve the impossible. That is, the selected jury of residents who never heard about the Ahmaud case or of District Attorney Jackie Johnson. He says the goal was to find a jury that has not made up their minds on the guilt or innocence of the former DA. Jurors have been divided into panels. At least several more panels are expected to be questioned today. And Judge Turner says the goal is to hopefully have a jury and panel at some time this week. Jury will be made up of 12 jurors and alternates. The trial is expected to last a week and a half. And the former DA Jackie Johnson set to stand trial this week. 2 charges against her: violation of oath of office, which is a felony, and hindering a police officer, which is a misdemeanor. And they state the trial expected to begin sometime this week in Glenn County. And Wayne County Board of Education has one candidate for its next school superintendent, and that's the interim superintendent, Tony Williams. She'll be officially named superintendent on Wednesday, an official vote, which will take place Wednesday at 9 a.m. at the Tech Center. And the school board has called that special meeting for Wednesday at 9 a.m. And the only item on the agenda is the permanent superintendent recommendation. The board voted 4-1 at their last meeting to make Tony Williams their sole candidate. Had to wait 14 days to make it official. The no vote cast by board member Sharon Daniel has expressed in public meetings that she believes Williams isn't qualified for the job. Called meeting again scheduled for Wednesday at 9 a.m. at the Tech Center. Before the called meeting, they'll have their regular monthly meeting scheduled for tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. On the agenda, several Good as Gold recognitions this month for Martha Ross Smith Elementary. Under new business, the discussion of settling those bonds for their major projects, discussion about the capital outlay projects, several board policies on the agenda. Also, executive session discuss personnel. And the school board meets tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center located at 1365 West Orange Street. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news on Sunday, February 9th. Get ready to experience a unique blend of history and community as the Wayne County Historical Society and the Wayne County Board of Tourism host Super Museum Sunday. It will take place from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Wayne County Heritage Center located at 125 Northeast Broad Street. In Jesup and Magis Place Caboose located at 101 Cherry Street. Super Museum Sunday is a statewide event where historical venues and state parks offer free admission to state and participating local venues. Plans for the event include tours of the Heritage Center, the Caboose, and the Rail Fan platform located by Magis Place. First 15 visitors will receive a free Historical Society mug. Tailgate refreshments of popcorn and Cokes will be available, and a raffle for a game day gift basket will be held to make your Super Bowl Sunday even better. Super Museum Sunday, once again, the Wayne County Heritage Center and Magis Place Caboose, set for the Super Bowl Sunday, February the 9th. Again, the time from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. Focus of the Hog Hunters will be in Wayne County on February 21st to the 23rd with the Wayne County Board of Tourism's 2025 Hog Jam. A statewide hunt begins at 2 p.m. that Friday, February 21st, ends on Sunday, February 23rd at 12 noon. Registration for the hunt will close at 6 p.m. on Friday, February 21st at 6 p.m. with on-site registration available at Hunt Headquarters at the J.C. Fair Building. Online registration will be open through 4 p.m. Friday. Registration is $50 for bow or gun hunters, or hunters can pay $100 to hunt in both categories. Hunters 16 under hunt free with a registered adult hunter. All hogs must be weighed in at the J.C. Fairgrounds in Jesup, but participants can hunt anywhere in the state of Georgia or any other connecting states they have legal permission to do so. Hunters must be in line by weigh-in at that Sunday at 12 noon, or they're disqualified. Participants are responsible for knowledge of the rules. The hunt includes a special category for wounded warriors to participate in the event. If you're interested in sponsoring a wounded warrior for the weekend, they should simply contact the Tourism Board office at 912-427-3233. Registration and rules are available online through active.com, or registration forms can be printed from the Tourism Board website, WayneTourism.com. Wayne County Board of Tourism's Hog Jam again set for February 21st to the 23rd, headquarters at the J.C. Fair Building. And the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce gearing up for their State of Education event from 11 to 1 at Coastal Pines Technical College. Tickets for that event are on sale. For members, $30, non-members, $40. If you're interested in participating or attending, contact the Chamber of Commerce, 912-427-2028. And that'll do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.